This whole argument is dealing with the notion about gender roles. Okay. Traditional gender roles versus modern day gender roles. I do not believe in the traditional gender roles back in the day that our forefathers had laid the foundation down for. I don't believe in that. A matter of fact, I have said countless of times that the gender role is obsolete. The gender roles is obsolete. A matter of fact, the gender roles shouldn't even be considered when dealing with relationships. When you put gender roles into a relationship, what you end up doing is that you end up placing limitations on that relationship. Not only that, you're creating unnecessary toxic situations in that relationship. What do I mean by that? I mean that here's a man telling his woman that your position in the household is for you to cook, for you to clean, for you to educate our children, for you to stay home while I go out and work. My responsibility is to go out and make the money and work while you stay at home. The only thing about this that make this situation wrong is that both that man and that woman is very competent of providing. A matter of fact, let me give y'all a clear understanding about providing, because when we be having conversations like this, what I have noticed is this. I noticed that people do not understand the whole concept about providing. They only think about providing in one dimension, which is to provide financial assets. Okay? But providing isn't just financial. Providing is more than that. Providing is providing emotional support. Providing is providing help me support. Providing goes in so many different levels besides financial that it is unbelievable. But we always tend to stay in this lane talking about when you talk about providing that the man always supposed to provide financially, when that is not true. That's not true at all, especially in the day and age that we're living right now. The Western culture is as of today, preferably in this country. We're damn near in a recession in this country. Inflation, cost of living is extremely high throughout the whole entire states in this country. So it would be unwise for a man to work by himself while you have a competent adult woman there and not doing anything. I want y'all to consider this as well too. According to different surveys that have been put out there, right, that many modern day women who consider themselves as housewives, that they be suffering from depression, they be suffering from insecurities, and all these different type of things. So you want to know the reason why? The reason why is because that man limited that woman. He told her, I don't want you to work, period. So she's sitting at home, taking care of the household, taking care of the children, knowing good and well that she could provide way more, but this dude is limiting her. And he's not limiting her because she's incompetent. He's limiting her because he wants to manipulate and control that woman. Let me give y'all another point. When we was dealing with the patriarchal system back in the day, right? Another main reasons why women start going into the first wave of the feminine movement is because of this. Women were way capable of doing way more, but the men would not let them do it because they wanted to control them. So therefore, guess what happened? Evolution happened. Women got tired of it. And guess what? The feminist movement came. Women started fighting for, what was the first reason that women started fighting for? Well, actually, it was two things that women started fighting for. Do y'all remember what the reasons were? Don't worry, I'll tell you. The first two things that these women was fighting for was the right for what? To work. The second thing that women was fighting for, the reason for, was the right to do what? vote. Why was these two things important to them? It was important to them because, first of all, they didn't want to be caught up in a household knowing good and well that they're very capable of helping and providing for the household. But this dude is limiting them to do that, right? So they wanted to fight for their right to work. But in order for them to fight for their right to work, they had to fight for their right to vote. Voting deals with the political realm. I want to bring to your attention as well too that back in the day, it was legal for men to demand their women to not work. Do y'all understand that? It was legal back in the day for them to do that. A matter of fact, if a woman didn't comply with what their husbands was telling them to do, guess what? They may have every right to lock up his wife because she is breaking the law.